I would not be fulfilling my divine purpose if I did not speak on my experiences, if I did not call out the bullshit that I see going on. I would not be fulfilling my divine purpose if I knew that there was someone demonic and abusive and manipulative of their role, and that they were still actively in those energies and serving other people who were innocent and naive and gullible and easily led and just ignorant to certain things like I once was. So I have a very quick video to make about Miss Jada Epps. And it is regarding her website. This is something that I want you all to be aware of. Before I get into these services, I want to say that I went to my tarot cards and I asked my mandalas if she intentionally meant to make her services in the way that I'm about to describe, or if it was done with evil, malicious intent. And they gave me a vision. The vision was of a businessman wearing a business suit. And he was showcasing something. And what he was showcasing was very flashy and enticing to the eye. But his intention with showcasing it to these people who were, desperate for these things and, feeling a sense of lack was to induce a sense of urgency and lack, while somehow making these things appear to be accessible, though once they are accessed, you are not satiated, because what was advertised to have been substantial and unabridged ends up having another aspect of it, and ends up having another aspect of it, and ends up having another aspect of it. And this person will make you feel as though their conjure services are like a prescription medicine. And if you don't get it, your life is going to go to shit. And that is shown in, I believe it was, if it wasn't part 3, it was part 4 of the series that I did on her, my story time with I Am Winklebottom. That is shown in how she guilt tripped me for saying, hey, I want to purchase these services from you, but I also want to move. So I think I'm going to have to take a break from that for now. If I didn't post that in that story time, I'm going to add it to this video. It's shown in how she gaslit me, and she was like, oh, without a spiritual foundation, you can forget about all of that. The little undertone of jealousy and, guilt tripping me for prioritizing other aspects of my life aside from her services. And you know what? Let me just go ahead and get into her website. Okay, so she has a evil eye and jinx removal conjure. This is a single conjure. And the quote that she has on the image is, "Stop the degradation." She also has a bullying and slander conjure. And I want you all to keep up with the pattern as I'm listing these conjures out. She has a self-mastery, master thyself as the quote, financial literacy and self-discipline conjure. She has a self-discipline conjure and has a motivation conjure. And the quote for the motivation conjure is, "Get up, get things done, go live and go be." Again, she has this conjure with this quote on top of having a self-discipline conjure. Two separate conjures. She has a heart healing conjure, a chakra healing and emotional stability conjure. She has a banish them conjure and also has a cord cutting conjure. She has a protection conjure and also has a child protection conjure. She has an easier life conjure and also has a peace conjure. She has a divine love conjure and also has a divine romantic preparation conjure. She has a divine opportunities conjure, and she also has a divine success conjure. I really want you all to take note of the repetition within these conjures. I see no reason why you cannot protect a child with a singular protection conjure. I see no reason why a protection conjure is not sufficient enough to protect a child. A child is a being, just like just like an adult being, just like a teenage being. A being is a being. So you mean to tell me I have to get a specific certain type of conjure for my child? An easier life conjure and a peaceful life conjure, or a peace conjure. Even if you want to argue that these are two different concepts, one could definitely be included in one conjure. A part of having an easier life would be a life of peace. So again, repetitive. Divine love and divine romantic union preparation. Just with this alone, I do not see how people do not understand how they're being scammed by this person. Divine love conjure and divine romantic union preparation. Even if you want to argue, oh, well, why? First of all, if you consider yourself to be an ethical conjure woman, why would you want to bring divine love into someone's life without them being prepared? So you wouldn't want to do that. So what you would do is you would add elements of preparation to that one divine love conjure. But because you like to get over on people, you make them feel as though they have to get a separate conjure to become prepared for the divine union, and then get a divine love conjure. And on behalf of the divine romantic union preparation conjure, by divine legislation, by universal laws, the more that you do the work to become prepared for your divine partner, the more you attract your divine partner by default. You don't have to do a conjure work. It doesn't have to be a separate event. The more you heal yourself, the more you evolve, the more you fulfill your God duties and all else that you are meant to fulfill. That in and of itself is attracting your kingdom spouse, your divine partner. So the fact that this person makes you feel like you have to do that on top of purchasing a whole separate conjure for divine love alone, scam, scam, unnecessary repetition, a means to make you feel as though you're not doing enough, a means to make you feel as though she holds the almighty power And you must continue to return to her, continue to purchase her services in order to be satiated, in order to be doing enough, to be on the right path enough. Like, I just can't get enough. I got the divine romantic preparation conjure. Now I got to get the divine love conjure. Now I got to get the emotional stability conjure. And I got to get the heart healing conjure too. And let's talk about that. We have heart healing conjure, chakra healing conjure, and emotional stability conjure. These are all elements of the same aspect of being, of a being. I could see if these had to do with different chakras, different elements of life. But the emotional stability conjure could do the work of a heart healing conjure. The chakra healing conjure, specifically ordering that conjure, generally for all your chakras, or specifically for your heart chakra, could help to resolve emotional issues. And scam artists, people who don't really give a fuck, people who are not really ethical, will do things like this. They have to set you up to have to keep coming back to them. Oh, you got this package, but you need this other package to be complete. Oh, you got this package, but you have to order the 7-day this. And then you have to order the 12-month this. And then you have to come back and get this. And it is merely encouraging codependency. That's what it's doing. And that's what I want people to realize. It is not just I Am Winklebottom. It is so many other people, whether it's in the business of spirituality, whether it's in the business of coaching, whether it's simply in the business of, marketing, regular marketing for products or what have you. This is the method of a scam artist. An ethical person is not going to put you in a position of obligation, for one, nor will they have so much redundance and repetition within their services and their business dealings with you. There is going to be a more concise and direct nature of taking care of your needs because they care, because they have the heart to be in the business that they chose to be in. A person who is being low vibrationally strategic and manipulative will set up several series of conjures, products, what have you, wherever you want to fill in the gaps, so that you can keep giving them your money, your energy, and your time. Now let me read the other conjures. So we have the self-mastery. Master thyself is the quote for that one. We then have financial literacy and self-discipline. Self-discipline and financial literacy are all aspects of self-mastery. Clock it. We have a cord cutting conjure, and we have a banish them conjure. I don't see why a banish them conjure, I don't see why banishing someone can't be included in the bullying, slander, and harassment conjure that she has, or whatever the title of it is, or the cord cutting, or the protection. These are elements. No, I'm sorry. I'm using elements plural. This is an element. This is one single aspect of your spiritual being. Yet it is being separated into multiple to put you under the illusion that you need to codepend on her services in order to finally be okay. You need, hold on. let me tell you, if you wanted to go to I Am Winklebottom, if you wanted to go to Jada Epps to get rid of someone who was constantly, coming towards you and harassing you, you would possibly have to get 3 to 4 conjures maximum. You would have to get an evil eye and jinx removal. You would have to get a bullying and slander conjure. Like, look at the redundance of that. You would have to get a protection conjure. You would have to get a banish them conjure. You would have to, more than 4. You would have to get a cord cutting conjure. And if you want to be extra secure, you would have to get an easier life or peace conjure. 6 conjures for one entire aspect of being that can be handled. All of that shit could be taken care of in one conjure. In one conjure. Self-discipline is a masculine energy. She has a self-discipline conjure. She also has a motivation conjure. Get up, get things done, go live, and go be. She also has a balancing, something along the lines of balancing or healing divine masculine and divine feminine energy, right? Those are elements if you wanted to feel more motivated. I don't see why all of that cannot be taken care of in a self-discipline conjure. It's a masculine energy, either way it goes. And if you want to argue that they're 2 separate aspects, I see no reason why it can't be included in the divine feminine and divine masculine conjure that she offers. Or even in the chakra healing conjure that she offers. Because certain chakras have to be open in order to feel the energies of motivation. So I just wanted to make this video to say, please use discernment. I've said it before, and I'm not going to stop saying it. I am not going to stop advocating for stuff like this. I am not going to stop calling out the BS that I see in the spiritual community and in life in general. And it is merely my purpose to. I love the fuck out of my mandalas. I love the fuck out of myself. And I am simply a facet of a whole. And I don't want those other parts of me to be led into their demise. And you are another part of me, because we are all one. And there are demonic agents like Jada Epps who will promote these services. And the thing about it is, these are spiritual services. if it had to do with hair care, if it had to do with clothing, if it had to do with makeup, if it had to do with anything else that is really material, nothing that really sticks with us, I could be like, okay. But when you are purchasing services from a conjure woman, a conjure man, anybody, whatever they consider themselves to be, a high priest, whatever the fuck, you are essentially having sex with this person in the spiritual realm. Your energies are intertwining. They are penetrating energy into your being. So if you are going to sexually open yourself up to someone in a spiritual way, please ensure that that person is divine. Please ensure that they have divine intentions over your life, their life, and the lives of those in the collective. And please ensure that you are not being scammed in no way. And maybe it won't manifest as the person's services. Maybe it manifests in the way in which they do their services. Maybe they're promoting themselves to be someone who is high vibe and divine, and that's not really how they are. That is a scam. That is another manifestation of a scam. Or I just heard my guy say catfish. Like, that's a manifestation of a scam, a fraud. So please use your discernment. And that is all I have to say for this video. I hope that this was helpful to you all, and peace.